Hey, good to see you today on Daily Hope. I want to give you today a third thing that you can be doing to help bring about revival of the American church, spiritual revival in this land, which can actually influence culture at a level that's deeper than political influence alone. It's the level that then influences how people vote rather than just telling everyone what to believe. In 2 Timothy 1, verse 5, Paul the Apostle is writing to a young pastor named Timothy. And Timothy is a spiritual leader as a young man because of the influence of his mother and his grandmother. Noticeably absent is Timothy's dad. Timothy's dad apparently was not a spiritual leader, but his mom was and his grandma was. 2 Timothy 1 verse 5, I remember your genuine faith, Timothy, for you share the faith that first filled your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice, and I know that the same faith continues strong in you. So what's the third way that you can bring about revival? Immerse your kids and your grandkids into the movement of God. So Timothy would have grown up probably at a church that met in a home, but he was there during, the long sermons, and he was there when they were sharing meals, and he was there when they were praying and sharing prayer requests, and a believer who had resources would meet the needs of a believer who didn't, and he grew up immersed in all of that. So where we have kids or grandkids, let's do everything we can to immerse them, get them in the middle of the movement of God's people at work. And then when you're in that movement, maybe you'd say, John, I don't have kids or grandkids that I can do that with. Then let me encourage you with this. You can still be like this grandmother Lois or this mother Eunice for someone who's not your biological child. And that was the case with Mordecai and Esther. Esther was not Mordecai's daughter. But he saw that she had a need. He met the need. And here's where I want to encourage you, especially if you're in a season of life where God has entrusted you with resources. Maybe you have extra time or extra money or extra both or extra encouragement or wisdom. Find those believers who are younger than you, who are on fire for God, and resource them, equip them. Believers, I can speak of being on fire for God through my late 20s now to my early 40s. I'm constantly hitting barriers of not enough money to do this, or not enough people to do that, or not enough encouragement to keep going. And throughout the years, in different seasons, God has always brought me people who will say, John, I see what God's doing, and I believe in you. Keep praying, or we'll help. We'll lead a small group to do this, or we'll help fund that. And if it weren't for those people, I wouldn't be sitting before you here today doing 365 daily hopes a year and preaching messages and everything else. Those people God used to propel me and carry me here. And if you feel like, well, I don't have kids or grandkids to immerse in the movement of God, then you yourself be in the middle of the movement of God and have an eagle eye. Where's a young person who's on fire for the Lord? Where's a young leader? And pray for them, encourage them. There's such a deficit of encouragement in our world. Be an encourager. Put them on your prayer list and pray for them every day and let them know that you're praying for them and resource them. Okay, we'll pick up tomorrow with a fourth thing that you can be doing to bring about spiritual revival in the United States. See you then.